Hey guys, Tiffany with another video, and as you guys saw in the title, this video is going to be all about the new LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. Pro Coverage HD Foundation. Now, if you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that I recently uploaded my LA Girl haul. I ordered quite a few of their new products online because I was unable to find this in any of my local beauty supply stores. If you haven't checked out that haul, I'll leave a link right here so you guys can definitely go and see some of the other goodies that I picked up. Now, I did end up using this foundation already. I used it in a get ready with me kind of talk through chatty type of video, which has not been uploaded. I still have to edit it. It's basically like taking a 40-minute video and editing it down to not so long. So that one is not up yet, but I felt like I didn't really give this foundation enough shine and decided to go ahead and do its own video so you guys can really get my thoughts on it, really see how the foundation applies and all that other good stuff. Right now, all I have on is brows. My eyes are done, lashes are on, primer is on, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply the foundation. I did pick up 3 shades, so once I come back after applying the foundation and do the rest of my makeup, we're gonna talk, get the actual full details and my complete thoughts, but let's go ahead and get started. So you guys remember from my haul video, I actually picked up 3 shades, which again, I'm going to just go ahead and include a picture so you guys can see the swatches of all 3 shades. But I picked up number 652 Warm Caramel or Caramel, however you say it. And then I also picked up 651, which is Bronze. And then I picked up 653, which is Toast. And the one that I feel matches me best is Warm Caramel. So that is the one that I'm going to be applying today. So again, here is what the bottle looks like. Comes with the pump. Hallelujah. So I'm just going to go ahead and shake it up because I just shake up all foundations. So we're just going to shake, 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 shake. So I'm going to apply one. What was that? Did y'all see that little one pump? So that's 1 pump right there on the back of my hand. I'm going to take my beauty blender because I feel like it applies best with the beauty blender. I've tried applying it with the brush and I did not like the way it applied with the brush. So I'm going to go ahead and just use my beauty blender. And just start applying it all over my face. Now this is a medium to full coverage foundation, and if you guys know anything about me, you know I'm not really a fan of full coverage. Give me a medium coverage any day and I'm good. So this is what 1 pump of the foundation looks like. I can still see my freckles. You guys know that I have natural freckles. I can definitely still see my freckles. I can still see here where I have like the most hyperpigmentation. I call it my natural contour line, but you can definitely still see here where my hyperpigmentation is pulling through, as well as over here on this side, because it's weird because it's in the same exact sides on my face. So you can definitely still see that. So again, this is 1 pump. This is probably would be considered a medium coverage, just using the 1 pump. And although I'm not a full coverage type of girl, I definitely feel like you need more than 1 pump to give you a really nice type of coverage. To me, I'm going to go ahead and add another pump. So let's see how it applies using a 2nd pump. So here's the 2nd pump on the back of my hand, and again, I'm just going to take my beauty blender. So here is what 2 pumps of the foundation looks like, and I definitely feel like this it builds up really nicely. I think the 2 pumps give you a really nice coverage without being too heavy or being too much or too cakey or anything like that. You guys know that I am combination oily, and I do prime my face because that's just what I do. I have to prime my face, and I also set my foundation with powder. It does not matter what the foundation is. I always do that step. So I haven't done it yet. I just wanted you guys to see how the foundation looks. I think it gives you a sort of a dewy look. And again, I am combination oily, and dewy look can sometimes be a hot mess. But like I said, I'm going to give you guys my complete thoughts after having worn the foundation. But just initially, once you first apply it without setting any powder or anything, I do feel like it gives you more of like a dewy, luminous type of finish. So what I'm about to do now is go and complete the rest of my face, and then I'm going to come back when I'm all jazzy and we're going to talk about this foundation. All right guys, so I'm back. It's actually been like about 2.5 hours since I first applied the makeup because I just had some things to do. So I've actually had it on now for about 2.5 hours. And then of course I did apply my highlighter, bronzer. I'm not wearing lipstick. I have on a ColourPop lip gloss, and I did set it. I set it using the, I don't know where it is, but the LA Girl mattifying powder. So that's the powder that I used to set it. Also in the shade Warm Caramel. But again, this is the new LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation. As I said, I did pick up 3 shades, but I did decide to go ahead and use the shade 652 Warm Caramel. As you guys saw in the video, this is what 2 pumps look like. So I do think that as far as how the foundation builds up, it builds up really nicely. Again, I've already worn the foundation, so when I give you guys my thoughts on it, it's not just from today, it's from actually having worn the foundation and how I felt like it applied after wearing it for a full complete day. But as far as the pricing of the foundation, I want to say it was about $9. If it wasn't $9, I'll go ahead again and leave the price on the screen, but I think it was around $9. So again, that's a relatively decent price for a not quite 1 fluid ounce of foundation, because you know with the higher end foundation you normally get 1 fluid ounce, and those can run you anywhere between like $25 to $50 something. So for paying $9 for something, again, that's just like right there, it's right there, not quite 1 complete ounce, but 0.95 ounces. I mean, okay, come on. So I do think price wise that the price is really decent. I also love the packaging because of the fact that it comes with the pump. Not all foundations come with the pump, sometimes you do have to buy them separately, so I think that was really thoughtful in putting a pump on this foundation. Now as far as the wear of the foundation, let me tell you guys right now, this is not an all day type of foundation. I wore it all day, and I felt like after around the 6-hour mark, it was no bueno. It was just like a no-go for me. Again, as far as my skin type, I have combination oily skin. I tend to get oilier right here in my T-zone area, and I'm drier around like this part of my face. Although during the winter time my skin tends to lean a bit more on the dry side, I still get oily like right all up in here. I feel like after around 6 hours the foundation started to separate. It just was not cute at all, and I had to like consistently blot with it after that. I think for those 6 hours though, it did look really nice. So maybe if you're just looking for a cheaper foundation that will give you a really nice coverage and you're not going to be wearing it for a long period of time, this would be really good for that. But if you're looking something for that all day wear, if you have maybe like an 8-9 hour job, this is not the foundation. As far as how it worked for me, this is not the foundation that I would bust out. I also feel like you can't get away with wearing this foundation being combination oily without setting it. That's not necessarily a deal breaker for me because I set all of my foundations, but I know some people who are not into having to apply foundation and then set it with like a matte powder on top. So if you're combination oily and you're not about that, matte powder life, then I definitely would say steer clear of this. I think that if you have a drier skin texture, this would definitely be something that would work for you. I can't say how it will perform on your skin if you have a drier skin texture for longer amounts of time, because my skin is not completely dry. So I don't know if any of you ladies or guys out there have tried it and you have drier skin. Let us know down below in the comment section how it worked for you, especially for longer periods of time. I also feel like this has a smell to it. I can't really put my finger on what the smell is. It's kind of like chemically, I don't really know, but it's not the most pleasant smell. It does go away after a while, but like just the initial smell, it is kind of strong, and I didn't really care for that. All in all, just for me, it was a no. I mean, of course, I love the price, and if it would have worked, it would have been awesome. But I felt like there were too many cons with this foundation, too many things you kind of had to tweak. And I also feel like the foundation, this is one of the bigger things that really got me. I don't know how, I almost forgot to mention it. The colors of this foundation tend to pull a little orangey. So you really have to be careful of that. I feel like the three that I got, they all have like this kind of orangey red type of undertone. So I really didn't care for that. I feel like it's something you probably, for the best result, if you don't have like that orange type of undertone. Oh, how many people have like an orange not too many people can pull off that orange undertone foundation without having to mix it. But I feel like for the best results, you're probably gonna have to end up mixing it, because they just pull a little too orange for me. I do think it's really cool that they came out with a white foundation. I think it's like the lightest shade, or the #1 shade, but it's a white foundation, and it's made so that you can mix it with other color foundations to sort of just get your perfect skin tone. And I think that was a good idea for them making it, because I feel like with a lot of these colors, you're going to have to mix it to get like the better application. So yeah, just all in all, for me, as excited as I was about this, and as excited as I was because I wanted to try it for you guys, it looks nice. But again, I'm telling y'all, after like 6 hours, like it was a done deal. Like the foundation has separated so bad, and also around my mouth area, I feel like the foundation cracked like around my mouth area. It was really, it just was a no. Good thing I was only wearing it to like try out, because if I actually had worn it on a regular day and I had to have it on for longer periods of time after that, I would have been so pissed off. Like, no pictures please, no pictures please, because it was just a no. Of course, as always, you know, you guys have to take into consideration that this is how it worked for me. It's not to say that that's how it's going to work for you, or not to say how it may have worked for other people that have reviewed this foundation, but nah, I'm good. I feel like as far as price, if you guys are looking for cheaper alternative foundations, the Maybelline Color Stay foundation is a awesome foundation. That is my #1 drugstore foundation. I feel like Black Opal has a really good foundation for cheaper, and especially for women of color. I feel like the Milani 2-in-1 foundations, those are not expensive at all, and they work really well. Like, that is a great coverage foundation for cheap. That one is really, really good. I'm trying to see, did I say Maybelline Color Stay? Revlon Color Stay, my bad, because I'm looking at it right here. The Revlon Color Stay foundation is definitely bae. But yeah, there are definitely, you know, cheaper alternatives. This one, again, I love the packaging, I love the pump, I love the thought process put into it, love the price, but everything else, no. Just a no for me. So hopefully this video was helpful for those of you guys who wanted me to pick it up. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't find it in store, so I did have to order it online, so it took a while for me to actually use it so that I could give you guys my first impression. And I wanted to love it. Like, I wanted to be excited. I wanted to come and be like, listen, beauty on a budget deal alert, but this one ain't happening for me. So until next time, bye YouTube.